video on how to import a recipe community recipe into your cookidoo. So Recipe Community is a website where Thermomix owners and consultants can enter their own recipes that they like to cook. And the way you get to it is you just go up here and you see the address there is recipecommunity.com.au. So once you're in Recipe Community, you can search via ingredient or you can search via recipe name. So as you can see on my screen, what I've got here is a recipe that's for a fig, honey and almond tart. And I'm going to bring this into my cookidoo. So when I say bring into my cookidoo, it just means that it's going to be created as a created recipe in my cookidoo 3 database. So nobody else on cookidoo will be able to access it. It's just for my personal use only. So on the screen, we're looking for the big green button that says add to cookidoo. So we're going to click that, and when we do so, cookidoo will pop up and says, do you want to add the recipe? And we're going to say, yes, we do. We're going to click confirm. So this is going to create a recipe for me, and it's going to pull over all the details from Recipe Community. So as you can see, it's pulled over the name, the fig, honey and almond tart, and it's also pulled over the picture. If I want to change these, by the way, I can. Really easy, just click on them and type away. Over on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see that I've got all the ingredients that we need for the recipe. And on the right-hand side, we've got the preparation steps. Now, what we're going to do is add some automation to this. So it almost is like a guided recipe on our Thermomix when we go through. As you can see here, we've got a little pencil mark. And when we click that, it just means that we can pop in and edit them. So I'm going to click on that. Now, you notice that step 1 here is quite a large step. So it says add sugar, lemon, lemon and orange peel to tea and bowl, 10 seconds, speed 7. So what I'm going to do is at the end of this, I'm going to click and press enter. So what that's going to do, anything before the enter will appear as one separate step. Now, I'm going to add it in. So when I see it on the screen of my Thermomix, it will come up with the actual ingredients I need instead of just the text that's sitting there. So I'm going to click in before the word sugar, and I'm going to click the ingredient list, which is the little scales here. So I'm going to click here and say we are going to add 165 grams sugar, put a comma, then click the next one, which is going to be the lemon peel, then a comma, and then I'm going to click my ingredient list again, and this time I'm going to choose the orange peel. Oh, I can't find the orange peel. Ah, there it is. Okay. So now that I've got those in there, you'll notice that they're underlined in green and they're bold. So that means that we've linked them through to the ingredients. So I'm just going to delete the text. So it's got there to tea and bowl, and here we've got the bit that says 10 seconds at speed 7. So I'm going to turn that into an instruction for the machine to run for 10 seconds at speed 7. So to do this, I'm going to click on the other symbol, which is the blade. So I'm going to click on the blade, and I'm going to say we're going to run for 10 seconds, and we're going to run this at speed number 7, and then we'll click the tick. And you notice how the instruction is now bolded, so that means it's an instruction that the Thermomix can understand. So I'm going to get rid of the text that was there. So step 1 says add 165 grams of sugar to be melted to caster sugar, 1 tablespoon of lemon peel to be grated with caster sugar, 1 tablespoon orange peel to be grated with caster sugar to the tea and bowl, and then the instruction is going to be to run at 10 seconds speed number 7. Now what I can do here, I can click on here like that. So if you do have to change the ingredient because you put the wrong one in, you can click on it, makes it nice and easy. Now for step 2, I'm going to keep that as set aside and put into a separate bowl. So I'm going to click after separate bowl and press enter. So step 3 says now add almonds to tea and bowl. So where it's got the word almonds, I'm going to click just in front of it, take out the text that says almonds. I'm going to click on my ingredient list and I'm going to choose almonds. Now at this point here it says 10 seconds at speed 9. So I'm going to click just in front of there, click the blade and set that to 10 seconds, speed number 9, click OK. So I'm just going to delete the text that says the same thing. Now I'm going to do is for the next step, press enter again. And the next step now says, then add to the tea and bowl the, I think that's supposed to be plain flour. So again, to make the ingredients from the ingredient list link, I'm going to hit my ingredients and I'm going to select the plain flour, that one there. And because we've got the ingredient in there now, we can just delete the text. And where it's got baking powder, I'll click the ingredients again and I will go down and choose baking powder, then delete the text. And then it says to run for 5 seconds at speed 4. So I'm just going to click in front of the 5 seconds for speed 4, click on my blade and type that in. So 5 seconds, speed number 4, green tick, get rid of the text and keep the instructions as set aside into a second bowl. So the word creaming is totally irrelevant, so I'm just going to click in there and delete the word creaming, but keep the instruction, add the butterfly whisk. I'm going to press enter so that forms its own step. And here it says to add the soft butter and caster sugar. So I'm going to go to my ingredients. I'm going to go and select the butter. And the next one says the caster sugar. So I'm going to drop in the caster sugar. Okay, so this is the previously milled caster sugar, so that's not going to work. So I'll keep that as text, and the peel mixed and the vanilla paste. So I can click on there and say we're going to add the vanilla paste like that. And I'm going to get rid of that text. Now it says 3 minutes, speed 4. So I'm going to hit my blade speed, type in 3 minutes, speed 4. So what we're basically doing is creaming. And again, now because this is the end of the step, I'm going to press enter and delete the first bit of the text there. So we're just leaving this with scrape down the sides of the bowl and repeat 3 minutes of speed 4. Oh my goodness, whoever entered this recipe needs to have a spell check. So I'm just going to go in just before it says speed 3 minutes, speed 4, click my cooking settings, go to 3 minutes and go to speed 4 and then do OK. So by doing that, it means we're programming the Thermomix. Then within the last 30 seconds, add the 3 eggs one at a time until well combined. So what I'm going to do is click in front of the 3 eggs, hit my ingredient list, pop down and find the 3 eggs and delete the text that was there. One at a time until well combined. Now it talks about remove. We'll get rid of the word folding because we don't need that. It says remove the whisk and fold in almond flour. So in there we can hit our, actually I'll just do remove whisk and make that its own step by pressing enter. Get rid of the word and, fold in, click ingredients, and we're going to go down to almond flour, which is the previous almonds that we've already milled. So we won't worry about that one. And flaked almonds using the spatula. So I'm going to go in here Go into flaked almonds. So this recipe is a little bit weird because you actually do the milling of the ingredients yourself. So we'll just use the text here to describe what we're doing. Okay, so flaked almonds using spatula. Prep and bake, we'll take out of prep and bake because that's a superfluous to what we need. So carefully pour into a 26-28 centimeter round fluted loose bottom tin tart and place fig quarters in the almonds. So where it says fig quarters, I'm going to go back to my ingredients and I'm going to choose 6 figs quartered. Okay, into the almond filling, pressing down slightly. That's the end of that step. So I'm going to press enter to make it the next step. And then it says, oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, what happened there, I just pressed the delete key. Cook for 45 minutes in a 160-degree oven. While still hot, brush with honey. So that's our instructions ready to go. Now at the first step, because we haven't got in the recipe where it says bake at 160 degrees, where we haven't preset the oven, I'm going to go to the top of step 1. And I'm going to do preheat oven to 160. And now I'm going to press enter. Cool. So once I've got all my steps in and I've cross-referenced it to all the ingredients on the left, what I can do is just hit the confirm button. And if I'm happy with the entire recipe, then I just click done. And it now shows up as one of my completed recipes. Anyway, guys, that is how easy it is to import your own recipes. As you can see, I've got a whole pile here. Custard cross buns. I've got some personalized salads and things. So yeah, really, really easy to do. So give it a go. And if you have any questions, just get in touch. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye.